Welcome to McKenna Co, and thank you for choosing and trusting us on what is a significant milestone in your life. Our aim and commitment to you is to make your purchase journey an enjoyable and stress-free journey. At times during a purchase, unexpected challenges may arise, but we are experts in dealing with any such challenges and, most importantly, coming up with a logical and quick solution that works best for you. The purpose of this video is to give you an insight into the process and to give you comfort of what will happen at each step of the process. A brief background to McKenna Co. We have 15 years experience in real estate law, have won several awards and have conducted over 5,000 property transactions. We have over 280 5-star Google reviews in the area of property law. And most importantly, our company's ethos is that of giving back to the community and to charity. To date, we have raised over €60,000 for Focus Ireland, and we take part in the annual sleep out on the streets to raise awareness for homelessness. Further, sustainability and making a change to climate change has become an integral part of our company's core values, and we implement many initiatives to assist with the fight of climate change. By working with McKenna Co, you are a big part of allowing us to give back to those most vulnerable in society, so thank you. The first contact you will receive is from our admin team, who will send you what is called a Section 150 letter, which is a letter formally outlining our fees, which we would have previously agreed with you when you decided to move forward with us. The Section 150 is essentially a contract of terms between us and you, the client. The steps then in the process are as follows. Once you have a bid accepted, pay a booking deposit to the auctioneer. The booking deposits can vary depending on the value of the property, but may be between €5,000 and €10,000. Booking deposits are entirely refundable up until the point the contracts are signed by both parties and a contract deposit is paid. Once the booking deposit is paid, the auctioneer will ask you for your solicitor's name and will prepare a sales advice note and will send it to the solicitors for both sides. The vendor's solicitors will prepare the contract and will send it to us together with the title documentation for the property. We will start to review the contracts and title, which can take up to 1 week, and we raise what is called pre-contract queries as part of title and contract review with the vendor's solicitors. If you are getting a mortgage, it's important you contact your mortgage broker, bank or lending institution to ensure your loan offer issues for the property. Before the bank will release the loan offer, they will attend the property to complete a valuation. The valuation is where the bank will appoint an independent estate agent from their panel to attend the property and check the value of the property. There is little science behind the valuation in that the estate agent usually mark the value to match that of the price you paid. This of course could vary in some unusual circumstances. Your bank will send a letter of offer and loan pack to your solicitor. We will then prepare the mortgage documents to be signed by you and advise you on the loan offer, including any special conditions which you may have to comply with prior to the signing of contracts. These would include things like life cover or mortgage protection. All banks will require that you have a policy in place to ensure that in the event of you passing away, the loan will be paid back. It is important that this be dealt with as soon as possible. Some insurance companies may require a medical report in regard to any medical problem you may have. We would highly recommend that you use a broker for your life cover as opposed to the bank, as you can get a better rate, and we would recommend Laura Doyle from Progressive Financial Services for life cover or loan offer queries. The details for Progressive Financial Services will be noted at the end of this video. While it is not compulsory, we would highly recommend that you employ an engineer or surveyor when you are purchasing a property to ensure that the property is structurally sound, to check the boundaries to the property, to check compliance with planning permission, and perhaps to check who is responsible for the roads, footpaths, drainage, etc. around the property. You will send the survey report to us and we will review it in line with the contracts and title that we have. While a survey report is an additional expense, we cannot stress enough the importance of a survey report. You are paying a significant sum of money to purchase a property, and while a survey report is an added expense, it will be an integral in telling you how structurally sound and viable the property is. If we are satisfied that the title to the property is in order and that you are in a position to comply with the conditions in your loan offer, you should be in a position to sign contracts and pay the balance of the deposit, which is normally 10% of the purchase price, minus any booking deposit you may have already paid to the auctioneer. We'll invite you into the office for your one and only meeting with us to sign contracts, go over the title and sign loan documents. Your solicitor will then arrange for the contracts to be sent to the vendor's solicitor, who will arrange for the vendor to sign the contracts and return one copy to your solicitor. Your deposit is now no longer refundable and you are tied into buying this house, as the contract is now legally binding. And at this meeting, you will know an indicative date for the closing of the sale and you getting the keys. If the property you are buying is a new build, then the closing date cannot be determined by us. The completion date will be when the property is built. A week or a few days in advance of the closing date, you will do a final inspection of the property. In the final inspection, you will inspect the property in great detail. You should turn on the taps and ensure there is clear and clean running water. If, for example, you notice dirt in the water, this could indicate an issue with the sewage and/or water system. Turn the shower on and off to ensure there are no pump issues. If there are any loose rugs on the ground, if you could lift them up to ensure the rug is not concealing damage to the floors. If you smell fresh paint, let us know, as this could indicate an attempt to cover up damp, mould or water ingress. Check the walls and floors for damage and, most importantly, turn the heating and electrics on to ensure both work. Once you do this inspection, it's important that you email us and give us confirmation that the final inspection is to your satisfaction. The closing of the purchase of the property will take place between the vendor's solicitor and your solicitor. Your solicitor will check the closing documents to ensure they are in order and will carry out searches against both the property and the vendor to ensure there are no judgments or burdens registered on the property which adversely affect you. Once your solicitor confirms that the documents are in order and there are no matters appearing on the searches which are a problem, your solicitor will pay over the balance of the purchase monies, and the vendor solicitor will either give your solicitor the keys or contact the auctioneer to have the keys released to you. Most commonly, you will collect the keys with the estate agent on the day of closing. Your solicitor will call and/or email you to let you know a time in which you can collect the keys. Once you have the keys to the house and go to the property and enjoy your new home, and don't forget to celebrate the moment, you then call whichever utility provider you wish to use, such as Electricity, Electric Ireland, etc., and advise them that you have purchased the house and would like to put the electricity, and if the property is gas, into your name. They will ask you for the meter readings and you simply go to the meter box and provide the readings that you see in front of you, and they may also ask for the MPRN number for electricity and the GPRN number for gas. If so, we request those numbers for you. You will only be billed for electricity and gas from that date. At times you will see the previous owner's bins at the property, but is it normal that these would be left out for final collection? Your sale is closed and you now have the keys. What happens next on your end is that we will stamp the deed of transfer that puts the title into your name and send forward an application for registry with the land registry. We will send you a copy of the stamped and executed deed of transfer after the sale closes for your records, and it's important to note that you are the legal owner of the property on foot of the deed. The registration process is purely an administration task. We have no control and cannot give timelines on when your title registration will complete, as it is submitted to the land registry with hundreds and other applications from all purchases in Ireland, and it will be processed when a staff member in the land registry gets to it. Once the land registry completes the registration, they send us what is called a certified copy folio, which shows you as the legal and registered owner of the property. And if you have a mortgage, it will show the bank's legal charge noted on the property. Of most importance on the certified copy folio is a map of your property, called a file plan, and we ask that you check the outline of the map to ensure it corresponds with the property you have identified on the ground. Finally, we then send your title deeds to your lender, who will hold them as security until your mortgage is repaid in full. If you purchase the property with cash, then we will ask you if you wish to store the title deeds with us or collect them. We would of course recommend that you store them with us free of charge, as we can ensure they are safe. Congratulations on your new home.